So this is my last video I'll make for tonight. I'm gonna post it tomorrow morning. Paddy Pimblett of the UFC. He's a guy I didn't know much about until this morning. Apparently he had a fight this past Saturday, and it was only his second fight in the UFC. Pretty impressive. He's 2-0 in the UFC, a knockout and now a submission. So his name is gonna get up there now because he talks a lot, but he's a really good fighter. He's got that little British English accent going on, so that's pretty cool. He says he's gonna be bigger than Conor McGregor. I don't know about that, but he's certainly on that right path. If he could do that to some legitimate fighters, not to say the guys he's beaten are nobodies, but they're not ranked guys, so we don't know. You know what I mean? What is he, a featherweight or a lightweight? He needs to do that to, you know what I mean, somebody who's a legitimate top contender. So some people are saying he's overrated because he's not fighting anybody. Some people are saying, you know, all these things about him. I don't think he's overrated. I think it's fair to say he's in a position much like Khamzat Chimaev, where he's doing good with the competition he's been given. And I believe that if he had to fight somebody else, like if you look at my videos, I've talked about Khamzat fighting Gilbert Burns. I think he'll beat Gilbert Burns when they fight. And Gilbert Burns, as we all know, is a legitimate top 5, top 3 contender in the welterweight division. But back to Paddy Pimblett. I think he has what it takes to be a UFC champion one day. And I think he has a chance to sell as much, if not more, than Conor McGregor. Think about it. He has the charisma. He has the voice. He has the skills. You know, he's knocked out and submitted a lot of guys in his career, so it really doesn't matter who he's beaten at this point, as long as he's backing up what he can do and eventually run into a top-level guy, a big-name guy. Let's see, if he's a featherweight, he needs to fight a Aldo or, no, a Max Holloway or a Korean Zombie, Ortega, some of those guys. Now, if he's a lightweight, the lightweight division is really tough. You got Daniel Daruish, whatever his name is. You got Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, those guys. So it's not an easy feat. But, or even bantamweight, that's where Jose Aldo is. You got him in there. You got TJ Dillashaw. You got Edgar. You got all these guys. So, you know, it's no easy feat for either of those divisions. But I would certainly like to see him be a UFC champion. I think he would do great, you know. He did say he was going to finish the guy, and he did. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't really have much to say other than that. I need to see him beat a top guy, a really good fighter. That's the same problem Sean O'Malley has with the UFC. He's knocking out people, but who? You know what I mean? He's also one of those guys, if he beats one top-level guy, his career will explode. You know what I mean? Like Conor McGregor, he beat Chad Mendes, and he got bigger before he beat Aldo. Before that, he didn't beat anybody. Same thing with Pimblett. You beat one top guy, your name's out there. You know, it's easier for you to get a title shot and make more money than a guy who's a contender like Leon Edwards or Tony Ferguson, for example, doing it the way where they're not really famous. They're famous, but they're not money fights. They just beat everybody up and they deserve a title shot. But they usually don't get it. You know what I mean? So it's very important for Paddy Pimblett to continue to do what he's doing, to win as much as possible, finish the fight as much as possible, win impressively, and boom, he'll be a bigger star. But yeah, I do think he has what it takes to be a champion in the UFC. I think he has what it takes to make a lot of money, and I think he has what it takes to keep putting butts in seats and to keep putting on good fights for the fans. Because as he's always said, he's never in a boring fight. So far, that's true. Hopefully that continues with him on the winning side.